Welcome to Al-Afaq International School, Jeddah, Virtual Learning Classroom. Unit 4, Lesson 3. The title is, What are the life cycles of some animals? Instructions, listen to the lesson's explanations. Open your book on page 182-183. Solve the questions. Check your answers. Give a star to each correct answer. Standard. Describe that organisms have unique and diverse life cycles, but all having common birth, growth, reproduction, and death. Objectives. Learn how different animals grow and change during their life cycles. Revise and differentiate between the life cycle of eagles, butterflies, and frogs. Learn about the life cycle of mammals. Video time. See with me now, all of you, this video, and we will complete.
An animal's life begins as an egg. In mammals, such as dogs, the egg develops into a young animal inside its mother. When dogs are born, they are tiny puppies. Over time, they grow bigger and become adult dogs. Butterflies go through 4 stages of growth before it is an adult. The butterfly's first stage is that of an egg. A larva is the second stage in the life cycle. A pupa is the stage between larva and adult. A hard covering or chrysalis grows around the pupa. Inside the chrysalis, the pupa grows wings. When it's ready, the butterfly will break out of the chrysalis and fly away. Some animals change form as they develop. This change in form is called metamorphosis. Many insects and amphibians go through metamorphosis. A frog life cycle begins as an egg. Tadpoles hatch from each egg. Tadpoles live underwater and breathe with gills. The tadpole changes as it grows. Its tail becomes shorter and legs begin to grow. Lungs develop for breathing and its gills disappear. The adult frog lives on land and in water. It returns to the water to lay its eggs. Got it? Sure you do.
Okay, girls, from this video, what did you learn? We learned that any life cycle should start with, what do you think? Should start with what? Any life cycle for any animal should start with eggs, okay? So first we will make revision, then we will complete the last 2 pages in our lesson. Here, the first point, an animal's life starts out as an egg. Okay, but some eggs develop inside mother's body and some eggs develop outside. We already talked before about the eggs that grow and develop outside the mother's body, right? Like in the butterflies or any other insects, like inside the frog, like this, okay? Okay, but the difference with mammals, sometimes the egg develops into a young animal inside the mother's body. This for mammal. But for any other animals, the mother lays an egg outside of her body. Clear? Okay. But at the end, all animals, okay, which stage of animals, in all animals, which stage can reproduce? Adult animals can reproduce. What is the meaning of reproduce? Reproduce mean make more of the same kind, okay? After the animals reproduce, when we said that their life cycles is completed when the animal dies. So when animals die, its life cycle is completed. Clear? Okay. Now here in this slide, we want to talk about metamorphosis. So what is the meaning of metamorphosis? It's a change in a form during the life cycle of an animal. What is the meaning? It's a change in a form. Mean the animal looks very different at each stage of its life. Completely different from the first stage to the second stage. They are not the same, and also their behavior is different. Many insects and frogs. Frogs mean amphibians, so many insects and amphibians go through metamorphosis. Okay, first we want to talk about the life cycle of grain beetles. We said before that in any insects we have 4 stages. The first one should be egg. Okay, what will happen when the eggs hatch? Larva will go outside. Larva, it's shaped like a worm. Then this larva grow and develop to make what? Pupa. Pupa is completely different than the larva. Pupa has legs, but larva no. Then also pupa will grow again and develop again. Now become what? The adult grain beetle. Adult has shells, has 1 shell, but the pupa no, so also completely different. Okay? Different in what? In how they look and also in their behavior. Okay? This adult will lay eggs again. Then the eggs hatch and larvae go outside and so on. Okay, here what can you see? We can see complete metamorphosis. Okay, what is the meaning again of metamorphosis? Mean change in form during an animal's life cycle. Clear? Now move to the second life cycle. It's a life cycle of butterflies. Also here we have 4 stages. What are these? Repeat with me, please. Eggs, then larva, then pupa, then the adult. Okay. Eggs. When the eggs hatch, what will go outside? Larva. What its name here in life cycle of butterfly? Its name is a caterpillar. What its shape? Worm-like shape. This caterpillar like to eat more and more. Okay? Eat what? Eat leaves. Why like to eat more? To save energy. Because when this caterpillar change and develop to become pupa, it will stop eating. Okay? And also, so doesn't eat in this stage and doesn't move. Okay? Only sleep. Covers by what? Covered and protected with chrysalis. Covered and protected with chrysalis. Clear? Okay, inside this chrysalis, the legs will start to grow and also the wings. Okay, then the chrysalis will open. What will go outside? The adult butterfly. But it will not fly directly. Why, girls? Because it has a wet, small wings. When these wings become bigger, now it will fly. Okay? This butterfly eats what? Nectar from the flowers. Okay, so look for each stage. They are the same? No, change. Okay? A butterfly looks very different at each stage of its life. And also, we said before that its behavior also different. So this means what? Metamorphosis. Clear? This adult, sorry, this adult will lay eggs again. After the adult lay eggs, it will die. Okay? This means its life cycle completed. Clear? Okay. Now move with me to the life cycle of frogs. Also, we talked before about this life cycle. Always any life cycle start with eggs. Okay, here also we have 4 stages. But look here for the eggs. Eggs covered by and surrounded by what? By a jelly-like material. And here, how many eggs we have? The mother lays 100 eggs or sometimes 1,000. Okay, when the eggs hatch, the tadpole will go outside. This is the shape of the tadpole. It has long tail. Why? To swim. And how can breathe? By gills like fish. Okay, so they live where? In water. Clear? Now the tadpole will start to grow and develop, become a growing tadpole. They are the same? No, completely different. See the tadpole, it has a long tail, but growing tadpole has short tail. Tadpole has gills, but growing tadpole, the gills will start to become and change to become lungs. Okay, see in growing tadpole, we can find 2 back legs, but tadpole no any legs. Growing tadpole will start to grow and live on land. Okay. Again, develop and grow. Now we have the 4th stage. What its name? The adult frog. Also, this adult frog, the same like growing tadpole? No, completely different. This means what? If we have one stage different than the other, this means metamorphosis, okay? So what is the meaning of metamorphosis? Please repeat with me again. It's a change in a form during an animal's life cycle. Again, it's a change in a form during an animal's life cycle. Okay, the frog now has how many legs? 4 legs. Can you see any tail with the adult? No any tail. The tail will disappear. How the frog can breathe? By lungs. Where can live? On land. Okay? And how he can swim or can what? He can hop using the 4 legs. Okay. This adult frog will lay eggs again, but where? In water. Okay? Then after reproduce many times, the frog will die. This means life cycle complete. The life cycle of eagles. Okay, always start with eggs. When the eggs hatch, what will go outside? The baby. What is the name of this baby? Eaglet. This eaglet grow and develop, make what to become what? Adult. They are completely different. No. So here we can see any metamorphosis. No metamorphosis here. Not completely change. Okay? The baby looks like the adult, not completely change. Clear? Then the adult will lay eggs again, then the life cycle, and so on, like this. Okay? Repeat it. Okay, today we want to talk about the life cycle of mammals. Especially we want to talk about bobcats. Again, we want to say that any life cycle should start with eggs. But here with mammals, we have different. How? We said before that in mammals, the eggs will stay inside mother's body. Okay, and also open inside mother's body, develop, okay, develop, grow, become bigger and bigger till the time for mommy to give birth. Okay, when the mommy give birth, we talk now about the bobcat. The baby, what its name? This baby, its name is a kitten. Okay, mommy should make what? Should feed their babies milk, right? Mommy should feed their babies milk. Okay, till this baby grow and develop also, it will become a young bobcat. Become a young bobcat. Also, the mother bobcat takes care of them, right? Of its young. Then, okay, this one, the young, will grow again and develop till become the adult bobcat. Here, what can you see? Completely different? No, not different. So here, there is no metamorphosis, right? They are not completely different. Okay, here we can see that the baby and also the young look like their parents. Clear? Okay, but which stage can reproduce the adult? Again, which stage can reproduce the adult? Can reproduce, then so.